Okay. I just want to preface this with saying I've had a lot of problems with recordings recently. Like a lot. And it's really been getting me down about the podcast. I won't even lie. I just. I don't know. Recordings have been getting lost or silent or whatever. So I'm thinking we're gonna change the how we record and everything. We may start streaming it. I don't know. That's what this place is for on Twitch. It'll be the same as on YouTube. The Questcast, just no spaces or anything, spelled the exact same way. Uh, and maybe, just maybe, I can actually get some usable audio out of this one. Other than that, I guess enjoy um, the episode. We had fun recording it. It's fun playing it. It's fun playing and recording. It's just all the stuff that goes behind it is becoming a struggle time wise and everything. So we may start just not even editing. And if that's the case and you don't want to watch or listen because we banter too much or we try to go through rules too much, I understand. I'm only putting this out here. We play to play anyway, but I'm only putting it out here because, like, why not try to at least entertain one person, right? So, but I'm saying all this to just say I'm gonna mute myself here in a second, and I'm gonna go about my day, set an alarm for about the time that this recording is, and this is my last ditch effort to get this recording to be able to where I can post it. And even see if I need to edit it. So, yeah. Enjoy. And this is why I checked. I muted the wrong thing. This is why I check things several times. Okay, muting my mic audio. There we go. Welcome to the QuestCast with the cat.
Great.
Nobody even messed me up this time.
We're off to a great start.
Welcome to the QuestCast, where the quest gets cast and the cast is on a quest. I'm Adrian, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Zach. I play Thane.
I'm Dad. I play Batrog.
And joining us again is Tristan.
Yo, it is me, Felix Flutterwind.
And last time, got back into town and realized that there was a new ship sitting about, what was it, half a mile off the coast. And it was a ship that Vatrark immediately recognized and took off running. You guys met Jimily. What a character there. Jimily.
Yes.
It's a different character. I'll say that.
So, then some of you went to the Dead Sea. Some of you went to the mayor's office. Yep, there it is. Oh my gosh, I've been up way too long today.
You've been up too long?
Some of you went to the mayor's office to make sure you get paid for your work. Some of you went straight to the Dead Sea to get ready, and then you met back up at the Dead Sea. A certain sword that looks familiar but not quite the same sword has been given to the captain again. Well, not again.
Yeah, we know it's a different one. Cause he had...
has been given to the captain. A sword has been given to the captain again.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
And you guys made your way to the other ship, where someone has disguised themselves and has really ticked off the captain and got themselves surrounded, and that's kind of where we're at. Last time you rolled initiative with the captain snapping his fingers as if to say, get him. And starting us off is going to be Felix.
Oh, goodness. Here we go. So, first, I'm going to say to the captain, is there no way that we can do this peacefully? I don't want to fight, really.
He looks at you and he goes, your buddy there has already messed it up.
I don't know these people.
So he's not my buddy. There's some random dude we just met, okay? He hopped on the boat. Are you telling me I have to fight right now?
So you're telling me this random guy just jumped on your boat and you couldn't fight him off? Even better reason. Get him!
Well, so I'm going to rage first and foremost.
Okay, so there's your bonus action. Adrenaline starts pumping, let's go. All your muscles bulge up.
We're going wild right now, okay? So...
Is everybody level 5? I'm pretty sure we were supposed to be level 5.
Yeah. Here we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to I'm gonna swing my axe at the nearest grunt.
Okay, so the nearest group of grunts? They're kind of grouped up in groups of 5. There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I did have a map. Okay. Hang on just a second. I know this is going to ruin the slight mood of what we're doing. I had a map, and I made a map, and for some reason it was too big to put into D&D Beyond, and it won't let me use it, and I'm upset about it. That is all. Go ahead.
That was a 13.
That was a 13. Yeah, I mean, they're grunts. That hits.
Alright. Damage, we're looking at 14.
At 14?
Yep.
How did you do 14 damage?
1d12 plus 3, and that was 12.
Oh
and plus
my
3 because
God.
of my rage.
Okay, so because this is a pretty large fight, you have sliced through a few of these guys. You said 14 damage?
Yeah.
So 2 of them you just slice completely through. And hold on, no, wait, 3 of them.
While we were doing all that, I do want to say that if we were using weapon masteries, Great Axe does have cleave.
Well, there's also cleave rule in
Yeah, I know.
but also because it's I'm treating them as a swarm,
Yeah,
so it wouldn't matter anyway.
but just the way that's out there,
Right.
Great Axe does technically have cleave.
With 2024 stuff.
Yeah, but
Yay.
And here, and I'm gonna do one more.
You have another?
I'm gonna infuse that with a Strike of the Giants.
Okay.
2 more damage.
2 more damage. Another one. So, one that you had caught on the shoulder. It stops for just a second, and then you shove it just a little bit harder, and it fully takes that guy out as well. There's just one guy standing, kind of. If you're looking at the shore, if you were looking at the shore, he'd be behind you. He's further to the side of the ship that's out towards the ocean.
Told you I didn't want to do this.
should have listened to the dwarf.
That's my turn.
All right. So if that's your turn, Thane is next.
I'm gonna look at the captain and we go, "It's your head."
You came on my ship. Trying to attack me.
What is that?
Nat 20.
A nat 20. Jesus.
That's my best roll I'm gonna have all night.
So you go towards the captain, so basically they have made a circle around you. He's standing right at his door, or right outside his door.
Yeah.
And then a few feet on either side of him are the Warforged on his left and the Hobgoblin on his right. And then around them are 4 groups of 5 guys.
Yeah.
3 groups of 5 guys
Yeah,
and
but-
one that just has a guy in it.
So, I've already, because you know what I'm gonna do. I've already, as I'm I'm gonna pull out my side, make my side appear,
Mm-hmm.
and before, I'm just gonna swing at him first.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's a critical hit.
yeah.
Roll double your. Oh my gosh.
Let me do one and then roll the other, just so that way.
Oh.
$14.
Okay. So he's the only one that's gonna have like a player
Yeah.
character stat. So as you hit him, what'd you say for 14?
Yeah.
Okay. I need his. Oh, never mind. I can keep track of it here. You go to hit him, and you absolutely like would cleave into him. However, he moves just the right way to kind of take some of it away,
Yeah.
but you do get a good gash on him, and he only takes 7. 7. You did say it would have been
14.
14, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it take it? It did. And with that, is that all you can do? He looks at you and he goes, "Nice try."
So like, that's all I'm going to do on this turn.
But there's a reason.
Oh wait, no, I wouldn't have sneak attack, would I?
No. No, because no one else is around and you
Yeah.
didn't have advantage. There's a reason I'm the captain around here.
You're the strongest of the weaklings. Doesn't say much.
It's not his turn yet, but it's about to be. The group, Felix, the group to your right, if you just attacked that group, the group to your right then starts moving towards you, and they're going to take an attack towards you. I was about to roll a D24, I think is what this is. It's a D30, never mind.
Jesus. They make them that big?
That's a D100.
Yeah, no, I have one.
That's a D60.
Just the weird numbers in between that I didn't think they would
Okay.
make.
The group just to your right, that's 5 people. They're all going to come after you, Felix. And that is a 17 to hit.
That hit?
That hits? Alright, here ours.
Yeah, 17 hits. Very low armor class.
4. Does anybody have a D4 within reach? I need one more. Okay, thank you.
I'm just gonna grab mine down.
Okay, so that is 4, 8, 10, 16 damage.
16, what kind of damage?
It is slashing.
Slashing.
Oh, so you're raging that would half.
Yes. How
So
much?
that is actually 8. 8 slashing damage.
Gotcha.
As these guys all pull out their swords and rush you, and you're now surrounded. Like just you are surrounded.
You all want to die?
They're just yelling all random things. There's mostly goblins and goblinoids here. And they're all like, "No, you're gonna die!" And then it's gonna be the captain's turn. The captain, who has just mitigated a little bit of the damage that he just took, pulls out his scimitar and he goes, "Now, are you sure you want to tussle?" And he swings it at you. Bang. That is a 21.
That does hit.
That does hit. Okay. So because he's a swashbuckler,
Mm-hmm.
he does not have to be. He doesn't have to have advantage, and he doesn't even have to have someone within 5 feet, from what I'm understanding from this.
He has people.
He actually, other people need to be 5 feet away from him. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to do 1d6 plus 3d6. Oh no. And it's just plus 3. You should have uncanny dogs though. You should.
I do, but I can't do anything.
What do you mean? You can have it. 8, 9, 10, 11. 14 damage total.
I'll take the 7.
You'll take the 7? Okay. So he swings at you with his scimitar. That as it passes through shadows, it kind of brightens a little bit through the shadows, and when it hits you, you kind of roll your shoulder with it to take less of the damage. And he goes, "Oh, you got some tricks too." And then it is the one guy that Felix was attacking to begin with. He goes, you killed them. And he just swings his sword at you. That is a 4.
That is not it.
Okay. And then it is Vatrark's turn.
Okay. I got them. All right. So there's a guy that's got the gun trained on me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I use my shield as I lunge forward to deflect the blast.
Okay.
So I'm lunging at him.
Would he be able to use the gun as a reaction?
No.
That's what I was...
So I deflect the gun
The
up.
only reaction for an attack is opportunity attacks, which is out of range.
Mm-hmm.
So I deflect the gun up.
Okay.
I use magic missile on the captain. All 3.
I want you to give me a shove attack against Oiz's
A what?
a shove attack. Just roll plus
Is
your...
that going to take my attack?
We're doing this as a thing. I'm going to let you do this as like your bonus action, and the magic missile is the action. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and make it with advantage. The shove attack.
D20.
It's not going to move him, but it is going to give him.
I just
a
want to
D20
move. I just want to
twice.
move the gun up to where
Yep.
I can.
Add your strength modifier.
Should be the first page.
That's a 10.
Okay.
A nat 20. Plus 3.
Natural 20. Okay, you know what? I'll give you this with a natural 20. With a natural 20, you're going to hit his blunderbuss, and he's going to drop it behind him.
Okay.
Like you hit it out of his hands, and it's right behind him.
Okay.
With your magic missile, go ahead and roll me 3d4, and I think it's plus 1
Plus 1 on each.
per each. Okay, yep. So add 3 to it.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12?
Yep.
Okay. He just hits that. He is fully focused on Thane here, and he gets knocked to the side, and he goes, "What in the world?" And you said 12 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. He is not looking great. Already.
I get an extra attack.
Whoa. Hold on. Magic missile takes an action.
Yes, I get
But
2
it's not an
attacks.
attack action.
If you use your attack action. Magic missile is your action.
It's considered a magic action, which takes up your full action. It's not considered an attack action.
Yeah. To attack, you have to use your attack, not a magic spell. Right? I was giving you the bonus attack shield thing. That should have technically been an attack, but I'm giving it to you as a bonus action.
Fine.
You can use action surge if you want.
And I'll take my actions.
Okay. There you go. Now you have
Hang
2
on.
attacks. If
Hang
you
on.
want to use your attack action.
I get 2 more attacks.
Yes.
So, hang on. Let me use this.
Yeah. Because I was confused by that. Because in that it specifies magic attack or magic action.
Yeah. It's
And I was confused by it. I was like, what does that mean? But it tells you exactly.
Yeah.
Spells are magic actions and.
if it takes an action, it is an action.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, since I knocked that out of his hand,
Mhm.
I'm going to attack with my scimitar.
Okay.
I'm swinging down at him with it.
Okay. Roll. Yeah, roll. And add a modifier.
Which modifier?
It should be right next to your scimitar.
Oh.
It'll say hit/DC.
It'll be the small number in the box plus, and this is plus whatever next to it.
Could say minus. We don't know.
Yeah. But if he's using that, it wouldn't.
So, this one right here? That one?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
14 does not hit him.
Okay.
If you want another attack, you have another attack.
Alright, I'll take my another attack. I'll swing back at him again.
Is it a natural 1? Oh man, I'm gonna roll and see which dice are the best today.
Shut up.
I know how you guys roll. I'll just roll and see which ones are better today. This is gonna be good rolling day for me. To be fair, you have essentially disarmed him. He's gonna have to use at least a bonus action to get that, or his free.
Take his arms off.
Take a look.
Well, yeah. It is now his turn.
Okay.
What he's gonna do is he's going to pull out his flintlock pistol off of his hip, and he will take an attack on you with disadvantage because you're within 5 feet. Because it's a ranged attack within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go to him because I have it down here. Okay.
You're so lucky he has disadvantage.
You're so lucky he has disadvantage.
Okay.
I shouldn't be able to see your rolls, but the fact that I can just makes
No,
this.
no. I like when people can see my rolls. It's a nat 20 and an 11. Plus 3 is 14.
What's your AC?
It don't hit.
That doesn't hit?
My AC is 18.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Okay.
hit.
So you're fighting with him, and he's right next to you, and he goes, you won't get the best of me this time, and he pulls out his pistol, and as he's coming up, he fires just too early, and it goes right by your side. Like, you can almost feel it touching your shirt, the bullet.
Well, there goes that. Now he has to reload.
And he goes, dang it! And he drops it. And it is now... it is now the Warforged's turn.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's fun. He is going to use his action.
I'm sure he's going to target me because I'm attacking the
And-
captain.
What he does is he actually turns in, like, he starts changing.
He's a transformer.
No. He kind of squats his feet.
Copyright.
He stomps, and as he stomps, some claws come out of all 4 sides of his feet, like the sides and the front and back, and attach himself to the deck. And he stands there, arms bent, and part of his chest kind of opens up to a screen.
You made him an artificer, didn't you?
And it says, Defense Sentinel activated. And what it looks like
is it looks like this aura of magic just comes from above him and kind of encapsulates the whole ship. And from the outside, or from the inside looking out, it almost looks like everything has stopped on the outside. Like everything is just kind of frozen or peaceful looking. And he also looks like some of the armor has just moved and almost bulked him up a little bit. And with that, it is group 3 and 4 who is closer to the side towards the shore. Lord, I can't speak.
Is there any way possible that they could get out of that 30-foot range?
I can. He might not be able to.
So you two are fighting with guys more towards the shore. Group 3, which is more towards the center of the ship, is going to run for you. No, for Thane. Sorry, I've got mixed up where people were. Did I put my D20 back? Oh no, I can't find it. Okay. Group 3 is going to run for Thane. That's a 4.
That doesn't hit.
Alright, but you are now basically surrounded. And
But I now
stop
know
him from
who
getting
he
sneak
is,
attack,
though,
though.
right?
Still won't stop me from getting a sneak attack, though, with what I have planned next.
I now know for sure who he is, right?
yes,
Well, yeah, you would know, because the scythe was here.
you knew before. Just
Even if you didn't, if for some reason you
and
didn't know, the scythe appearing would have gave it away.
the last group is gonna go for Vatrark. That's an 18. I'm gonna need a D4 again.
There you go.
I should have another one here somewhere. I don't.
I was trying to give you one that would give you a low roll, so.
This
Oh,
was
it's
a
fine.
relatively low roll.
Yeah, it was.
6, 8, 10.
Yeah. It's only 10 damage.
10 damage to Vatrark.
You're fine.
Putting this in your hand and trying to roll it is terrible. Feel that. It's so light.
It's an awkward feeling. What?
I have made concrete dice, so
I mean,
it's so weird feeling.
It's cool, but it's weird to roll. Like,
Because it feels so sharp if you accidentally.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Anyway,
rounded points and.
that brings us back to the top of the order with Felix, who is completely surrounded by goons.
Easy.
Oh, he can't get out of the way.
I
You
mean,
ready?
I could.
Yes.
I could help him, but.
So I just cut through what 3, 4 people.
4. No, yes, 4.
So I'm just gonna rear back and just go on a big old circle. Just try to chop through
Okay.
the halves of all.
I have a question. You don't have extra attack, do you?
Oh motherfucker! I sure do.
Oh, okay. So roll 1 on the one guy. Just because he's one guy.
That is a dirty 21.
Yeah.
Lord. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll let you decide which one you want to go for first. Do you want to go for the full group or the one guy?
Well, so I mean, but if I hit the one guy, it'll go into the other group. Yes.
No, because they're 2 different swarms.
Yeah. Look, we're just gonna put this one in the one guy because it's only 6 damage. 8 actually.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
You chop that guy basically in half.
Hold on. While this is
And
happening,
you turn towards the rest of them.
well, as he does that, I'll look at the captain and go, look what this dwarf is doing to your men. Do you want this fight to continue?
That's a dirty 24.
What was on the face of the die?
18.
So that's 11, but then I'm
I'm
also
watching
going
his rolls,
to
look.
use this one.
Okay.
You can watch
So
us roll.
that is 15.
How'd you get 11? I see 9 and a 4.
His bonuses.
So yeah, 9 plus 2.
Oh,
Rage.
because of the okay
Yeah.
rage damage.
Yeah, it doesn't calculate
Duh.
that.
So that's 15 total. Okay.
15 total.
You cut through another 3, and one of them is 2 of them are standing, but one of them, like, you chopped off one of his arms.
See you later, buddy.
And he goes,
Who's next?
it is Thane's turn.
Okay, I have a question. If I teleport behind him, do I technically get advantage on attack?
So, and I also have a question. Since I didn't kill that dude,
Uh-huh.
my stone strike, if it's a creature, they must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet from you in a straight line.
Oh. Okay. What's the DC?
14.
14. They need a 14 on the die.
Mhm.
I'll roll it where Zach can see. I'm gonna roll it in your thing. Dad, are you watching?
I'm watching. 5.
They got a 5. So they're, you know what? You're right by the, so because they're one swarm, I will let you, if you want, throw the one guy that still has only one arm over the side, and the other one gets pushed against the edge.
Nice.
If that's what you would like to do.
You drowned the one out.
That works for me.
You know,
You as you're hitting them, you send them both flying, and one kind of hits his gut onto the edge of the ship, and the other one he can't catch himself because he's only got one arm and it's got a sword in it, and he goes flying over and he goes ah! And you hear the splash and you hear flailing like ah! What the hell?
he's sitting there. He's bleeding out of one arm, trying to trip. Someone save me!
And
Is there sharks in the Can even get 8?
and as you hear some splashing, you hear "Where's it, shark?" And then you hear whoosh, and it stops. It all just stops.
Everything's just dead silence now.
Well, except for the fighting elsewhere.
Yeah.
But now it is Thane's
That is
turn.
my turn.
Okay, now back to my question. If I teleport behind him, do I get advantage on attack?
I will allow it right now. Yes.
Okay.
There will be times that I won't allow it. And I'll explain
I'm
it
actually
sometime, but-
asking because you said that we were surrounded, so I didn't.
Right. Well, if you're surrounded and you teleport out, he's not expecting that because he
Yeah.
absolutely does not know you.
Yeah,
So
so
how
I'm
many
gonna.
guys do I have around me?
swim
You
before.
have Ois and 5.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ois, the hobgoblin
Yeah.
that you know, and 5.
Yeah. Okay.
5 of the piddly dudes.
So let me roll for my damage, like for my attack and everything before.
You know you can
Second.
speak.
So if I take my attack, I get 2, and I use my what's it called? Sword burst as my second attack.
Does sword burst take an action? No.
It's at will. It takes an action. Yes.
Yes. It would. Sword burst would take your full action,
Yeah, it's
not an attack.
sword burst is like a magical action. I think is what they have it classified as.
But that does
That if it says it takes your action, it takes your full action. An
but that
attack
would do
action.
2d6 on everything in the circle as long as they don't save, right?
Yes, but the 5 guys are in one
They're one swarm.
swarm.
That's how he's doing
So
those
it's
enemies.
not really that. It wouldn't be each person saving. It would be one
Yeah, one save.
save.
You would only have to roll 2 saves.
But it would do a
You would then be able to hit Ois and them.
because they're all within 5 feet.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But that would be your only thing you get to do.
Okay.
You wouldn't get to attack except for your bonus action, which I'm allowing. As like an offhand or your little...
Commander.
Okay, that too.
I had a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 on the captain.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
That sure enough hits.
So I teleport behind him.
Okay.
So for it just flat damage is 7, and then
And then sneak attack.
oh wait, it's this one. $11 sneak attack damage,
So that's 18 total.
and then my Wills from the Grave, which activates
Oh my
From-
god.
sneak attack hitting.
Is that on another target?
Well, immediately after you deal sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that
A
you can see.
second creature.
Yeah. So it's only
So which creature are you targeting on the second one? So basically what you're telling me is the captain is getting 18.
yeah.
Alright, he's going to use his one reaction, but he hasn't gone again. Yes, he has. He's gone since he's used his reaction.
Yeah, he has.
So he's going to use his one reaction to take that down to 9.
Okay.
That's still quite a bit of damage for... Oh, I accidentally healed him for 1. Hold on.
So now teleporting behind him won't work again, but
Right, but he is... He hurts.
and then the swarm takes 10 damage of necrotic damage.
Which...
The one that's on me. It's 2d6
The one that's on you? Okay.
because it's
Yeah.
a creature within 30 feet.
I mean,
Of the-
it'd be literally anyone.
Yeah.
But yeah. So... Which one did I say that was? 3? Okay, yep.
I don't know which one.
10?
Yeah.
2 of them immediately drop. Like, you see this little black mist flow into this group and kind of... And 2 of them just go... And just fall.
Oh, and the captain also takes the necrotic damage too. It says you also deal this necrotic damage to the first creature.
That's a separate 10?
What?
Okay, so the captain is... he kind of shifts to mitigate some of the damage, and then some of that black...
Make sure I'm telling you right before, because
After you deal your sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first creature, and it takes 2d6. You also... I didn't know that happened.
yeah, that's what I was.
You also do it to the captain too, to the first creature.
Yes, and it's a separate source.
Come get your cat.
So it...
That's devil cat.
Yeah, hissed at me while I walked by it. So he can't have that damage too.
So he goes, he mitigates some of it, and then some of it flies over to the other guys and kind of goes, they breathe it in, and 2 of them drop dead immediately. And he goes, ha, thought you got me again, huh? And then some of it comes around, and he breathes in as he's going to laugh, and he goes, ha, ha! What? And he just falls and kind of leans on you.
I'm just gonna throw him off. Just
and he is dead.
With that, I'm gonna, because he's still leaning on me. Your captain's dead. Give up.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait till your turn again, because kind of how the rounds work is they
Yeah.
all happen at the same time.
Yeah, I
so
know.
while that's happening, group 2, which is not a group anymore, it's just one guy again, is going to attack.
Wait a second.
What?
I thought the captain went and then I went.
No.
Captain hasn't gone yet.
It doesn't get
That was
I
Thane's
know.
turn.
It was Thane and then the captain and then me.
No.
Not yet.
It was another swarm.
Thane
And then the
one of
captain.
groups.
Oh.
Okay, the one guy that you knocked into the side of the ship, I'm gonna say he dropped his sword and he's just gonna run at you and try to punch you in the face, Felix.
Good luck.
That's an 18.
He hit me in the face.
And I know this isn't how unarmed damage works. I kind of don't care.
Just
I'm gonna
for-
roll a D4.
It's actually just your strength
I
modifier.
know, but that'll be 2 damage for him not breaking your nose, but like punching you in the face.
Does it count as bludgeoning?
It is bludgeoning, so it halves to 1.
Well, I take 1 damage.
That
Yes.
1 bit of damage is just enough to make his nose bleed. Just
Yes.
Just a tiny little, just a tiny little prickle, just a little bit.
Yeah. And with that, it is Vatrark's turn.
Okay. And I cast the sword burst.
Okay. That's a dex save from each of them. I'm gonna say this one is Oi's,
do you need another? Oh.
and this one is the group.
Okay.
Your save is only 10.
It's 11.
11. Sorry.
It matters. It's a big deal. It actually is. It can.
So the red is basically. So, the red fails.
Yeah.
That is
This one.
the swarm.
What is that one?
He also fails. So whatever damage you deal will be dealt to both Oi's.
And the group.
You haven't damaged him yet, have you?
No.
You haven't damaged him yet, have you?
He misses attacks.
Yeah, I missed my attacks. You
Okay.
ready? 7.
7.
That is
Okay.
7, right?
Is that
Uh,
a 4?
You see
Yeah.
one of the swords.
Uh,
You see one of the radiant swords.
yeah, it's 4. It was 7.
uh,
Sorry, I was trying to look at the dice.
One of the radiant swords from the group just goes directly through the bottom of their chin, and he just kind of spikes up for a second, and then when they dissipate, he just slumps to the ground. Always gets a couple of him just in random spots, and when they dissipate, he goes, "That's new." And as that happens, he looks over and he goes, "Captain, no!" And on his turn, I assume that's your turn, or no, you have a bonus action. You do your bonus action.
How close is he?
Like 15 feet minimum or maximum,
How close is the other guy?
like 30 feet.
So, you got anything that hits within 15 feet?
I've got a bow, but I'd have to switch to it because I have my scythe out right now.
Oh.
And actually, that would be a disadvantage shooting it at that range.
It's only within 5 feet.
Is it only 5 feet? Okay.
Disadvantage is only within 5 feet.
For what?
Ranged attacks. because it's someone in your face trying to keep you from shooting them with a bow.
Don't worry, I can help you next turn. Like,
Okay. So I guess that'll be it then.
Okay. Ois says this, and he doesn't really care if he. You know what? No. He's going to pick up his blunderbuss and step to the side of you where he has a line of sight on all three of you. Actually, it will not affect Felix. So Felix, he has picked up his blunderbuss and it looks like he's aiming at you. And he's going to roll an attack on anyone within 15 feet, which is only...
Is he within 15 feet?
Yes.
so I can see him then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You still have guys on you too, don't you?
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, I have a few. Yeah.
He doesn't care. He's going to attack anyway. So this is against everybody. This one attack roll is going to go for every person in the cone. That is a 16 total.
That hits me.
That does not hit. 16 doesn't hit dead.
No, I got an 18 armor class.
Okay. So because it's, you know what? Yeah, you've got your shield.
So I just hide behind my shield.
Yeah.
Hunkered in.
Zach, that's only going to be 1d6 piercing. But that's also going to be 1d6 piercing to his buddies over there.
Okay. I was gonna do something, but I'm just gonna.
1 damage. Yeah. That's 1 damage.
Does that do it to all the ones that was around me too?
No, just.
Now just you and the ones.
Oh,
that
there
are
were
on
some
him.
around him though, so it would.
Well, he stepped just enough
Okay.
to be able to see you three, but forgetting that,
Yeah.
I'm too far.
Yeah, you're too far. At least for fantasy D&D blunderbuss. Real life, it's like, I looked it up. It was like 75 feet. And
Yeah.
I'm about to make everyone in a 75-foot cone be attacked. And then he also takes that and throws it on the ground. And he looks at Valchark and he goes, "You are going to die."
I forgot about the Warforged. Oh no.
The what?
The Warforged, that's still... and on his turn... On the Warforged turn... he's going to notice that everything has gone to crap anyway. And that the captain has been killed. He didn't actively notice it, but give me just a second. There's a cat on the table.
Not just any cat. It's the devil.
Cece.
Cece, the devil cat.
Anyway,
Don't you do it. Don't you get back up.
he immediately comes out of his defense. He straightens back up and he looks and he goes, "Captain, dead. Attack mode engaged." And he looks at the person who's closest to the captain's body.
And minor necrotic damage won't do anything to it.
I'm gonna keep tabs of this here so that
Question. If I use my disengage action, can I fly up?
you're actually technically not within 5 feet at the moment of those other guys.
Am I not?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, he raises his hand that is a mage hand kind of floating in front of inward dome, a concave,
Concave. Concave. This would be concave.
concave. It's a cave, concave.
Yeah.
Little glowing blue concave area in the mage hand. He holds it up, and from the middle of his hand just blasts 3 darts towards you. He's using magic missile.
Doesn't matter what you do.
No, there is, but
It's not an attack roll. If you're talking about uncanny dodge,
it is an attack though.
but it's not an attack roll. That is.
We wouldn't let it count for his bonus attack.
That's 13 force damage.
Okay.
You
wanted to use your big explosion? I've got something.
And that is his action. Yeah, that's it. He goes attack mode, engaged, and raises his left hand and shoots the magic missiles at you. It is now the group that just is next to you, so yeah, they will be within 5 feet. However, there's only 3 of them. One of them is not looking good. And he... 18?
That hits.
Zach, what are you at right now?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm gonna worry about it, though.
Can you take those 3 out this turn?
No.
You don't have anything.
I'm not even gonna attempt to fight them.
Well, this is an attack roll, so you can, if you haven't used a reaction yet, you can.
Got this.
5 damage. 5 slashing damage.
We can go down to 2 then. Right?
Hmm?
It would go down to 2 then.
Yes, it would. If you use uncanny dodge. Okay. And then it is the ones around you. They're going to attack at Vatrarch. That is a 15.
I don't hit.
That does not hit. Okay. You're sitting there with your shield just blocking with your sword and everything. And it is now Felix's turn. Felix, you have one guy next to you, and you see that the Warforged has come out of his defense sentinel form.
Okay. So I'm gonna swing at the first dude that's right by me.
Okay.
Is there anyone? Oh, there's still one person next to him.
Yeah, there's one person next to him. You've done probably the most in this fight, besides kill the captain, I guess.
That's 19 to hit.
Even if I die, I killed the captain. That's all that matters.
That you said 19?
Yeah. And that's 12 damage.
You didn't even ask. 12 damage? Yeah,
Yeah, what, 1
you
HP?
slice this guy in twain. He is dead.
Did he even have that much HP? Did he have like 1?
And you still have 1 attack, and I will let you move in between
So,
attacks.
how close is the ship?
How close is the ship? As this force field comes down, as he comes out of Defense Sentinel, it looks as though the ship has just found out something was happening. Like, you remember how I said it seemed almost frozen and peaceful? It looks like as soon as that goes down and there's now like magic flying and this and that as this is down, it looks like they start, you see movement on the ship as if they're fixing to start moving.
Okay. Okay, so am I close enough where I can run up to this Warforged?
You
I
are.
wouldn't do that.
That's okay. I gotta protect you guys. We're gonna do it.
You're gonna.
Run.
It's gonna stop me.
All right. Roll your
I got it.
23 to hit.
23 to hit. That actually hits.
Oh shit.
Are you using all of the stuff to push him?
Yeah, I'm also gonna do that. So that is 11. Or wait, so that was 9. And then let me roll
I have
this
50. I have
d6
no roll.
for a 6, which is 15.
15. All right. You hit him, and it seems to not phase him because he is literally a warforged. He has his arm raised, and you come up, you run up, and you slam your what is it, a great axe?
Yeah.
Into his ribs on his left side, and he just turns his head towards you. You will die.
Not today.
It is things. Is that all you can do?
Yeah, did he do his strength saving throw?
Right. Sorry. That's a 5.
The dude gets pushed 10 feet.
Okay. You push him towards the stairs that are leading down into the ship. But he is not down them. He is just right at them.
Alright, that is my turn.
Alright. That is Thane's turn.
Okay, so without doing any like attacking this turn, I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport over to what's his character? Felix. Because it didn't have to be an attack; it just has to teleport to a creature within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna. Oh wait, hold up. I think we did something. Oh, I shouldn't have taken as much damage when I used Blessing of the Raven Queen. Oh wait, no, it was. Yeah, you gain resistance to all damage until the start of your next turn. This is why I gotta read things.
So you, oh my gosh. That character. Now we're gonna start doing it. You have resistance to all damage now.
So I'm teleporting over to Felix, and I'm going to use my action to drink a potion.
Okay, so you're gonna get the full healing effect?
Yes.
Okay.
So I gotta look at the. So it would be 2d4, so it would be 8, right?
Yes.
2d4 plus 2. So it's 10.
Okay.
Next turn, we'll do something, but I had to make sure I wasn't gonna die that turn, and that's all I can do on my turn.
Okay. Now it is Vatrark.
Okay. So, if I use my command right now,
Is there anyone around?
that don't take my action, right?
It takes your bonus action.
Takes my bonus action. But if I command him, he can grab.
No, command's only an attack. Isn't
Huh?
it?
No,
Command's
you
only-
can use any action you want.
Oh, okay.
So I can give him an action.
Mm-hmm.
He could technically get both of them with that out of the 30-foot range.
Technically, you can
What-
dash as an action.
What is? But can he
But
do
when
that? Can he do that with somebody?
I would do a strength.
How
check.
many people is within 30 feet of me? The rest of the entire ship.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. What I had planned to do if he didn't hit the
Well,
wolf,
actually, with Felix having moved the Warforge, he is slightly out of range.
What is?
The Warforge.
Jesus Christ. Felix, damn it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Ow.
Hey.
Ow. Hey.
I'm sorry.
You're going in here with mom. She just attacked.
No, he was too close for comfort.
It was my fault. I did start petting her, but
Doesn't matter. Okay, where are we at?
How far is he from me?
I mean, if you ran 5 feet.
Yeah, you can move a little bit. And
Yeah.
be within.
But if you move 5 feet, you're moving out of range and taking an opportunity attack from this group.
Not if you disengage and then do it.
Disengage is your action. He has to have an action to use the item that he wants to use.
Ah.
you're gonna have to wait at least another turn.
Well, I screwed you on this one. Who did you?
I tried to tell you. All right.
Those are sharp.
Sorry.
That's fine.
So I've got to go at least 5 feet. I can't go 4 feet.
4.5. Like, what are we
Like-
doing? Playing Baldur's Gate here? Like,
Do what?
we playing Baldur's Gate? Like,
I just want to get close enough that like I can. Okay, never mind.
What are you doing on your turn? Man, if only you were rogue, you could disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Let me see what I can do.
I would say just take your attack action this turn.
Yeah, because you can get 2 attack. But you're also right next to Ois, so you would also be taking an opportunity attack from him.
Which he can't be doing well now.
Hmm?
He can't be doing well. I'm not talking health-wise. I'm talking like mental-wise.
He's raging. Not like actually raging, but he is foaming. He is fuming.
For a captain, he sure went down pretty easily.
Well,
I'm-
we did
I
hit
know-
him with everything.
Yeah, you guys did it. It was the magic missile that actually did, like,
Yeah.
that actually screwed him.
Also, dealing that much damage with necrotic damage just kind of. I did say I was targeting the I told you. I specifically told you I was targeting the
Yeah.
captain.
I know.
Okay, so how much damage do I take if I move out of that 5 foot range?
They just take attacks on you.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna walk. Does that take my action to move? Okay. All right. I'm gonna move within range where everybody
Okay.
is in range.
So, what's going to happen is they take opportunity attacks on you.
Yep.
I forgot that Ois was still alive, and I'm sitting here only on. I named him Spanner, by the way.
Oh, the artist. Okay.
The
Warforged.
Warforged. Okay. Again, black and green is Ois.
You want a different die?
Yeah, go ahead and move and use your hemlock cracker. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I wouldn't use it yet because it'll kill
I'm
me.
gonna use my bonus action, my command, to give him an action.
Do you have another potion?
I do.
But he needs to get him and the other guy and Felix out of 30-foot range.
Okay.
He
Okay.
knows this. He knows what I'm fixing to do.
Probably. You probably know, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
Because
if he's-
as I'm
okay.
moving, I'm reaching into my pack.
You see as he's getting swung at, and he's blocking, he's reaching into his pack, and you're looking at that. And flashback to what was his name? What's flashback to to Victor saying, "This is terribly dangerous." Flashes back into your mind, and he goes, "It will and can kill you. Can and will kill you."
I have a question. Is it an explosion?
Yes, basically.
Well, the reason what I'm getting at is it only does it only damage living things around it?
No, it's
Damage everything.
every creature.
Okay, so it's only living things, and it doesn't.
Technically, the Warforged is a living creature.
But that's what I. Okay, because I was gonna say if it's just an explosion, he's taking the whole ship down.
Right.
I've got a question.
Yes.
What the fuck's happening?
If Zach can't get you out of the way,
You're gonna die.
you're fixing to take how much?
24.
24 damage.
I can do that.
Well, we have to do what would be a contest of strength.
No, I'm gonna have you do a. Oh, you're flying.
I'm gonna fly and pick him up.
Ooh, give me a strength, an athletics check.
Okay.
I want to say with disadvantage, but I'll let you roll it flat. No, you know what? I'll let you choose this. If you roll it with disadvantage, you will get out of there no matter what. If you roll it flat, you will not. You have a better chance of getting him out of there, but you will not get out of there if you. You rolled with disadvantage.
Oh no. No.
I rolled both a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Can I re-roll that? Like,
Oh my gosh! You know who
You
would have.
fucked me.
Okay, we're gonna talk about other D&D podcasts for
Can
just
I-
a second. If this were Dimension 20 and it were Brennan, he would have done two things: emphasis roll in the box of doom. Do you know what emphasis roll is?
well, I've heard him talk about it a little
So-
bit,
If you roll two dice, and you take the one that is further from 10, whichever direction it be, because it can either succeed really well or go very badly. Does that make sense?
but yeah,
But those are exactly the same.
Yeah, that's the point. So, I'll give you this. We're going to take something from Brennan Lee Mulligan. If you would like to re-roll with emphasis, either it can go really well or really badly. But if it goes really badly, you take the damage. You are staying there. If it goes really well, you take him with you.
I'm gonna die here.
I'm giving you this choice. If you don't take this, you're able to get out.
Tristan, can you take the damage?
Yeah, I'd go down to 22.
I'm sorry, bud. I gotta. I'm at 18 health here. I gotta go.
Leaving him. Just leaving
Okay,
him. Huh?
so you feel someone grab you and try to take you, and I'm going to assume that you just turn around and just kind of say and drop your weight a little bit to kind of tell him, "No, I'm staying."
Because he don't know what's happening.
Oh, hold on, what?
It's okay.
As a raging
Because you don't know what's happening.
character, as a character in Rage, it would be more of a everyone's a threat to you right now.
Yeah, that too.
So
That's it. Well, he's
yeah,
adrenalinated at the moment.
yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry,
so Dad, you see him try to pick him up, him turn and just kind of hunker down, and he kind of shrugs and just flies up 30 feet. He is no longer right. That's your
Yeah.
movement. Flies up 30 feet with his, and he is no longer in range. What do you do?
I use my hemlock cracker.
Hemlock cracker.
Hemlock cracker.
Okay. Read Hemlock Cracker for those who have not heard it before, i.e. Tristan. Tristan, pay attention.
Okay. Upon use, this firecracker explodes. The explosion engulfs everything within 30 feet of the item and the user. Every creature within this range takes damage equal to half the user's maximum HP. Mine is 49, so it rounds down to 24.
Everything takes 24 damage. Ois is swinging at you. You killed the captain! And as this thing explodes, he just flings against the side of the ship. He is dead. The guys around you were dead. The only person left standing, Felix, you take 24 damage.
Yep.
Dad, you take 24 damage. And Spanner, the robot, he is engulfed by this flame, and he is still arm out looking at Felix, and he takes 24 damage, and he doesn't even move. He looks over at Felix. I'm assuming that's all you can do. That's all you can do, correct? Because you commanded him, and you used your action for that.
You already used your action surge.
Everyone that takes
Would that be attack action?
No, that is
just
an action.
Okay.
Everyone that takes this damage, they just feel a burning all over their body. Like, it doesn't matter if you're wearing armor or not. It just, you feel this intense heat for a moment. And what you see from above is just this bright light go. And it's gone in an instant. But for everyone that was in it, it feels like it was an eternity of just heat. And they take 24 damage. And when that kind of the flash goes away, you still see Spanner, the Warforged, standing there with his hand out, and he's raising his arm. As he does, he flicks it, and it turns green and starts flaming. And he turns towards you, Felix, and he swings down with it. I'm going to have to find something real quick.
Green flame blade.
Yeah.
Green flame blade.
Yes, I have that spell in our other campaign, but
I have it on
it's
this one.
flavored purple.
Yep. Melee attack with it against one creature on a hit. The target suffers the weapon's attack, and you cause green. Yeah, we're just gonna say that he's modifying this slightly to deal the damage to you.
So instead of it being green flame blade, it's like
It's like,
it's just green blade essentially, or flame blade essentially.
well, actually, at 5th level, which he's basically 5th level, he takes, it does a D8 damage to the target if it hits. He has a oh, I'm on the wrong character. Hold on. Felix, I'm going to tell you what he has, and what is your AC?
13.
It's 13. He has a +4 to hit, so he only needs a 9 to hit. I'm going to roll this in front of everyone. I'm not even in a thing. I'm going to roll this in front of everyone. The only person who can't see it is Tristan.
Right into the mic.
4. You're saved.
So lucky.
He rolls a 4. That is an 8. And that is your turn. He does this, and he swings at you, and you kind of duck under it. And as you duck under it, what do?
So I go under the blade, and as I go back up, I bring up my axe.
Okay.
Damn, that's a nat 1.
as he's swinging, he takes a step into it, and as you come up and swing, you're just right behind him. It's now Thane's turn up in the air.
Alright.
Which, sadly, because you aren't within 5 feet, you don't get sneak attack on. Well, as long as another... Yeah, you would get sneak attack if you...
Doesn't matter. He's a Warforged. Necrotic damage won't do anything to him. He's immune to necrotic.
Yeah, but your sneak attack damage.
Yeah, but the
The
whole
necrotic
point.
won't. Yeah.
The whole point of my build is necrotic damage, as you can see.
Yeah. Anyway, it is...
Mhm.
Felix, is that all you can do, or do you have... No, you have a second attack!
I do indeed have a
Mhm.
second attack.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. Roll for that second
I
attack.
missed the first one. I'm back behind them. And so then I'm going to swing around, face them, and then hit them.
Alright.
That is another nat 1!
Oh my gosh. So he does kind of the same thing where he kind of senses you behind him with his Warforged tech or whatever, and as you swing, he ducks under it as he's turning around, and he stands to his full height right in front of you. You're a dwarf, and he's like an 8-foot tall Warforged. And he just looks down on you. I may have missed, but you did too. And that is Thane's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna make my scythe disappear and make my bow up here,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot at him.
Okay.
Wait, that's a 14.
That is not hit.
I didn't think it did, but... And then... I'm going to use my elect potion as a bonus action.
As a bonus action, so you're going to roll for the
Yeah.
health. Okay.
I just gotta find them though. I have know how to... I can get rid of it.
Inventory.
Yeah, I don't think I got rid of the other one either. No, I did not. So that one's gone. That was the first one. Why is it move? There we
Is it a d6 plus something?
go. No, it's not even a d6. It's 2d4.
2d4? Okay,
Yeah.
2d4 plus like
2.
2. Okay.
6, 7. Why did it? That is my turn.
Okay. It is Batroc's turn. Dad, you are how...
So he's not even paying attention to me.
Yeah, what is your speed? Because I'll say they're exactly 30 away.
My speed,
I don't know if you can tell. No.
30 feet.
Okay, yeah, you can get to him.
That would be a sneak attack too, wouldn't it?
Do you
Because
have
he's not
sneak
paying
attack?
attention. He turned to Ford Felix.
He's turned towards you now.
But he turned toward
You and Felix are in line together.
Yes. Also,
Felix's.
sneak attack is
Toward
only
the
a rogue thing.
stairs, I thought
It's not
he
only
was
a rogue.
behind him. He went behind him and he turned around to Felix.
Yes. He was facing him towards the front of the ship with the side of the ship on his left. He swung, turned towards the side of the ship, and Felix went behind him. And then they both turned towards each other. Meaning, you're here, and this is Felix, and this is him looking this way. But sneak attack is only a rogue thing.
I got it.
Oh,
I do have sneak attack
no, that's surprise attack.
or surprise attack, whatever.
And that's only for the first round of combat.
Okay.
I forgot you're a bugbear, aren't you?
Yes. Okay. So I only actually have to get within 20 feet of him because I got 10 foot at reach.
Yeah.
Okay. So first I want to use my bonus action. Of second wind.
Okay.
So that is 1d10 plus 5.
Okay. You
14.
You heal for 14.
I heal for 14.
Why you're looking at me like I do something?
Okay. And then does okay. Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna run at him and attack with my scimitar.
Okay.
That's a 3 plus my hit 3.
So 6.
That would be no, it'd be 9. Then I have a second attack,
Okay.
and I'll swing at him once again.
Okay.
And that is 24.
Okay, that one does hit.
So that'd be a 2d plus 3. What?
No, I don't think
A
it's
2d4
modified.
plus 3.
Okay.
Eight damage.
8 damage. All right. All right. He's not looking great. He's got some chunks taken out of him, but is that your turn done?
Yeah, my turn's done. I can't do anything else.
Okay. He's going to try again with the flame blade. He flicks his wrist some more, and it stays that way. What did we say he had? A +4?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's a 9.
That does hit.
What?
What? How does a 9 hit? No. 9 total.
Okay, yeah, no, that does not hit.
That does not hit. Okay. Oh, man.
Thought you rolled a 9.
I
Yeah,
figured we
no.
were gonna die this session.
No.
I was about to die. I was fully committed to dying too. I was
Yeah.
until you were gonna use the hemlock cracker. That's
Thane,
where I
it's
was
your
like,
turn?
okay. What?
It's your turn.
So it's my turn.
It's Felix.
Oh, Felix. Sorry. Yes, Felix.
But he.
Well, we're just gonna do a great axe hit.
Okay. You get 2, right?
That is, yeah, 18.
That does not hit.
Alright, so I'd probably swing down at him on the first one, like a diagonal.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're gonna go back up with a nat 1.
Oh my god. Wait, do you have reckless attack?
No.
Oh. I thought that was just... Okay.
I thought it was just a barbarian thing.
I don't see it, at least.
Go to your features. I mean, I don't want you to use reckless and have...
Oh, shit, I do.
I don't want you to use it and have advantage on you if you don't want to. But that would let you re-roll that nat 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That is a 20 to hit.
20?
Yeah, like I rolled a 20.
Oh, is it... What do you add?
Got 26.
Yeah, that hits.
How much AC did you make this guy have?
And so that is 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yep.
Okay. All right. He's still not looking great. That is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So you did take reckless.
I did.
Okay. It is now Thane's turn. I'm assuming you're just shooting your bow.
I'm not even doing that now. I'm just floating there at this point.
What did you roll?
A 3.
A 3 plus.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. If
Okay.
if his 18 or his 20 didn't almost hit,
Mhm.
there's no way a 3 plus 7 was gonna
Okay.
hit.
Vatrok, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna take an attack. I'm gonna swing down into his head with my scimitar.
Mhm.
What's 18.
That does not hit.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to come back up.
You get 2 attacks and a bonus action attack.
Yeah. Can I not use my other attack after my bonus action?
I guess.
It'd be like you come swinging down this
Okay.
way. I miss.
Yeah.
I take it back up.
Use your. Yep.
25.
Is that with what it says as the second?
It wouldn't be the second. Oh, I guess it would be for bonus action, wouldn't it?
Well, his
Yeah.
scimitar is the double-bladed scimitar.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I was.
It's a 9. I don't know.
Yeah, it should hit. Yeah, roll your tap on the double-bladed scimitar.
Okay.
It should tell you the stats of the double-bladed scimitar and what to do for your second attack. It should just be 1d4, isn't it? As your bonus action attack?
Yeah. Because it didn't give any of the pluses.
Oh, 1d4. Yeah. It's 3.
All right.
And then I'm going to take my next action. I'm going to swing, come straight down at
Your
at
next attack of your action.
Yeah, my next attack. I'm going to come straight sideways.
Okay.
19.
That does not hit.
19 down here?
19 does not hit. On his turn,
Wait a second.
oh, you have a bonus action.
He used his bonus action.
You did use your
I
bonus
do
action.
use my bonus.
So on his turn,
But well, I can only use command once, can't I?
But it's also a bonus action anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is it?
well, I think you can use it as many times as your proficiency bonus. Which I don't know what that is. It's at least 2. Okay. On his turn, yeah, he's just gonna try Green Flame Blade again. And he's got advantage on this because you took the reckless attack, Felix.
Would he
Yeah.
still be targeting him and not the person who just hit him? I'm actually asking, like.
What he did was significantly less than the main threat at the moment.
Okay.
Felix has hit him for a lot more.
We've been in a duking out match.
Yeah, pretty much.
Swinging and missing, though.
Um, That is a 23.
But that does hit.
Okay, so his normal... Okay, we're going to roll his normal damage first
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
with just his sword, which is 2d8. plus 4, so that's going to be 16. Slashing, which is half to 8, right?
Yeah.
However, he is going to deal 2d8 fire damage to you, which is not halved. So where are you at this moment?
So I took the 8. I'm at 14.
It is very possible that you die, that you go down. That's 13 fire damage.
I'm at 1.
Oh my gosh. He hits you with that, and he goes, and it hits into your chest, and he leaves it searing into your chest for a moment, and he goes, I told you, and shoves you just a little bit. Not enough to move you any, but shoves you just a little bit. And that is his turn. It is now your turn.
And so I look at him and I go, I'm not dead yet. And then we swing.
Okay.
And that's an 8.
That misses.
And so we go for the second swing.
Okay.
You can't ride it.
You can't make this
That's
up.
9.
Oh my! Wait! You can reckless.
Okay, yeah. And that's a 17. That still misses.
That still misses. Yeah. Oh man. Oh no. Bang.
I can't do anything here. Don't ask me for help. I did all my cool shit at the beginning.
You're seeing all of this from above, and they're having this fighting match. And what'd you roll? Did you roll a nat 1?
Nope. If I would have told you it was a nat 1.
Roll a different die.
I did.
Oh my. You're watching them like go back and forth and hitting each other and missing each other, and Vatrarch runs up and he hits him. He misses and then comes back up with a small one and hits him just under the armpit that he doesn't look like he felt at all, and then he whiffs again, and now it's Vatrarch's turn again, because that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, Vatrarch's turn.
Okay. So I'm going to attack again.
Okay. You gonna do the same song and dance again?
No, but that is a nat 20 plus 6.
Natural 20.
That's 26.
Wow. Okay. Roll 4d4. Is that your damage is 2d4 on that scimitar, right?
Yeah.
Roll 4d4 and then add whatever it is.
4d4.
Yes. Not 44. 4d4.
Yeah. And then
add your whatever damage modifier.
Not getting attacked again.
Okay.
You kind of just flew
So
away.
44.
No.
Would that double the plus 3?
No,
So-
it would not double the plus 3. It doubles the plus.
Okay. So count these up. 2, 6, 7, 8 plus the 3 is 11.
All right. Okay.
And I take my second attack. I swing at him again.
Okay.
So this time it's only the cheese.
That's a 10.
That misses.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my bonus action for the one closest, Felix. My bonus action, command.
Oh, command. Felix, you've been commanded to take an action.
Okay. So I can attack?
You can, yes.
15.
Misses.
What? Jesus Christ.
19 missed.
I know.
Spanner is just silent. He's just dodging things and blocking things with his arm sword.
Who?
Spanner.
No.
Warforged.
Oh.
You can take another attack. It's a full action.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So why is he still attacking if he's the only thing left?
Because
on the
that's
ship?
what he's programmed to do.
22.
22 does hit.
Warforged are essentially robots. They only do what they're told to do.
That is a 14. No, 16. Then.
That's not exactly true, but that's
Okay.
the best way to describe it.
How do you want to do this?
Cut
What do
him
you
in
mean?
half. Cut him in half.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
How do you kill
Is
him?
he dead?
Get away from me.
He is dying. Yes.
So, I guess, yeah, so my the first one missed, and so that just made me even more pissed,
Mm-hmm.
and so I go straight down, and so, like, I cut him in half, but since I'm so small, I, like, hit his midsection down.
Okay.
And then as he falls, I say, I told you I wasn't dead yet.
Please tell me you don't have him do something. Because there's so many things you can do with a Warforged dying.
As he gets chopped, right? He starts to crumble to pieces, and he says, as he's crumbling and getting chopped and whatever, he says, final defensive measure activating. And you see, you hear kind of a rumble in the bottom of the ship.
Oh shoot!
I'm going to give you guys 1 round. It almost sounds like explosions starting, small explosions starting.
We don't get to plunder the ship. It's all gonna be at the bottom of the ocean. Jesus.
This is why we need our sea elf here.
Yeah.
The
And
mayor's already agreed to pay you.
that is a good point. The mayor did agree. I
I
don't
wanted to
remember
take-
how much though.
I don't remember.
Anyway, yeah. So there are the sounds of explosions from Felix. What are you going to be doing?
I don't know.
Well, he's fine. He's in the air.
You're fine.
Yeah. Well,
So here's the thing. You're at 1 HP. You're not wearing armor, so you can technically swim.
I have something. Could I swoop down and try and pick him? I couldn't pick him up because he's a
Here's the
full-size
thing.
character.
We have 1 round. You said earlier you went 30 feet, right?
That's true.
Your movement is, well, you could have a dash action.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to pick him up and...
If you go down, like,
Here's the thing. Dad doesn't really have a...
I can't pick him up even if I wanted to. He's a dwarf. I can pick up a dwarf.
how far is the end of the boat where our?
You could make it to the... Tristan, what is your movement speed? 30.
I could carry him.
40.
40?
40. Yeah, walking 40 feet.
Are you a hill giant or the hill dwarf or whatever?
Oh, he's a barbarian. Movement
Oh,
at like 5th level.
yeah, but dwarf like the whatever race too can affect that.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Okay. Basically, what's fixing to happen, or you can gather from what's fixing to happen, is that there's some kind of explosive. I know that's kind of self-explanatory. There's some kind of explosive happening, and yeah. If you can't get off the ship, you may die.
Okay.
So
how far away am I then?
Well, you could jump over the edge of the ship, but then you're right next to the hull where it could be exploding.
You got to deal with the sharks down there too.
That too.
That too, yeah.
No, the one shark is already full.
It was just for that one time.
I ain't never seen just one shark in the ocean. But okay.
So Felix, what are you doing? With your movement, you could get to the rowboat, but that's still not guaranteed survival. And with you being so hurt,
I think I would just try to get Batrarch off the ship. Try to help him off.
okay. So role play this out just a little bit. As Spanner says, final self-defense measure activated, and you hear the rumblings of small explosions in the bottom. What are you saying to Vatrarch? What are you doing?
Batrarch, the ship's about to blow. You've got to get out of here.
Head to the rowboat.
I'm going. I'm close to death's door. I'll get you out.
What?
Don't worry about me later.
Can I carry someone while teleporting?
Does it say just you though?
It says when you teleport using Blessing of the River Queen, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 30 feet. To an unoccupied space you see.
If you tried it, I'd want an Arcana check. DC 16.
I'm trying to actually like.
So are you guys heading for the rowboat?
Yeah, I'm headed to the rowboat.
Because you could technically use your dash as a bonus action.
Well, there's a reason I'm asking.
Okay. If you would want to try to teleport both of them, I would say that's a DC 20.
Yeah, that part won't happen. But one of them,
Arcana check.
Yeah.
It's just up to you which one or both.
Yeah, but what's
He's wanting to try to teleport somebody with him, and that's not something that normally happens in the ability. But I'm going to let him roll to try to do it if he wants.
You said we got one turn, so he's going for the rowboat,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So then
He can get to it and in it.
So he's in the rowboat.
What'd you roll?
I got a 16.
Exactly. You can take one person with you.
Where?
But I'm gonna
To
wait.
teleport.
I'm gonna wait and see after where everyone's ending at before.
You can get
So
to
what?
the rowboat.
Okay, so I get to the rowboat. Can I do anything once I get to the rowboat? I mean,
If
he
you
was
would
getting
like,
everything ready to drop when we got there, right?
yeah, if you guys want to get in the rowboat and slice it,
Okay. But I don't have I don't have an action I can use once I get to the rowboat.
what are you wanting to do?
I give him a healing potion.
What's that? 2d4.
Huh?
What's that? 2d4.
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Dad, what are you at?
I'm good. I'm 29.
Okay.
Hang on. So
If you want to give him that, and
If
Tristan,
you-
if you want to be cutting the rope
It's
down,
2d4 plus 2.
okay.
Alright. I'll roll that.
Yeah, roll that 2d4 plus 2, and add that to your HP.
That's 10.
10. So add that to your HP. You're at 11.
You rolled exactly 4.
Yeah, I got the max roll on that.
Yeah.
So here's what I'll say. If you guys are getting in the rowboat,
Mhm.
I'm going to say you're not going to take a full falling damage of 20 feet, which is where it's going to be at, 20 feet down. You're going to take 10 because you're in the rowboat and not. And that's 1d6. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, 1d6 of falling damage. Which at this point, I'm going to say that your rage has worn off. It's been several rounds.
Yeah.
Well, with all the explosions and stuff happening to him anyway, I figure
Yeah.
if his rage is based on adrenaline, that would be fuel.
Okay.
If that's.
Are you ready? You're both going to take this damage. 1. You both take 1 falling damage. Okay.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Let me look something up.
So now we get away from the boat.
You're dropping down into the water. You're dropping down into the water. I'm looking something up real quick. Okay, I'll just take. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So we would assume that a ship that's full of black powder and dynamite and stuff is going to be at least 2 sticks of damage, 2 sticks of dynamite damage.
As we're rowing away.
Pretty close to it, right?
Okay.
Who's at the lower health here?
And Felix.
That'd be me, yeah.
Okay. How much damage are they about to take?
66.
But we're 50 foot away from you now.
Yeah.
Oh, are they? Oh.
You can make it to one of them and teleport one with you.
Yeah, but I want to wait. I want to wait to see who I need to save. That's the part of the problem.
They're fixing to take damage. Dad, you're at what?
28.
28. Felix is at 10 now.
I'm gonna grab him and teleport him as far to the shore as I can.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to save the lower person here.
What I'll do is, how far are you?
I can only teleport 30 feet.
Okay. So Dad, since you're going to be right next to the boat, you're going to take full damage.
Okay.
You guys will be 30 feet away. You'll take half.
Oh.
Does that sound?
I'm probably gonna die from this too, so don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna roll in front of everyone in Zach's.
Instead of saving you, I could have gotten away, but even if we die, it's fine. The bard's still alive.
That is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20 damage.
And I take all of that.
You take all of it. Oh my gosh. You are now flying with an unconscious person.
No, he's only at 1.
He took 1 fall damage.
Oh, that's right.
I'm at 10. I'm at 0.
He's at 10.
I'm at 15.
Exactly.
So how close? Hang on. How close is the other ship at this point?
They're close enough that you can, but you have been blasted out of your little, your rowboat kind of
Blew up into pieces.
blew into pieces, but you were close. So you are really close to being dead, right?
I'm 8. Yeah.
You're at 8. You are swimming the best you can, and the Dead Sea is getting closer. And Felix, you're kind of like drifting, and you're holding him. I want you to make an athletics check again. What did I say the DC was earlier?
I don't.
Dead weight is going to be hard. We're going to go with a 15.
Especially after getting hit by the.
Yeah, 15 athletics check. Felix, you feel yourself get hit with the heat from this
7.
dynamite. 7, and as you drop into the water, you feel yourself go unconscious, but you don't feel anything else. You feel yourself slip, and he drops, and you see him kind of just into the water and flop. You see him fall, but you don't see him just flop into the water. And you are the Dead Sea is now getting close enough that they're watching the ship explode and trying to reach out to grab people. As we do that, you two are pulled onto the ship. I guess you just fly and land on the Dead Sea.
I would actually probably try to grab him again before.
Okay. I'll say you can grab him enough to keep him out from drowning. Does that sound fair? And you guys get picked back up onto the ship, and there's an unconscious Felix. And that's where we're going to leave it for next time.
You gonna leave me in the water?
I'll say that they have collected you guys, and you guys have finally got onto the ship.
Okay.
There's an unconscious Felix laying on the deck of the ship, and that's where we're going to pick up next time. I know Tristan may not be able to join us tomorrow because we're fixing to record several episodes in a row.
It's actually for that episode alone will make. Or for a little bit, it will actually make sense for him to be unconscious, though.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, totally planning, right? Totally not on the fly.
Yeah.
And oh man, I don't want to level you up too quick, but at the same time, that was a hard fight. But at the same time, it kind of wasn't.
The hardest part about the fight was the Warforged.
Yeah, I meant for that to happen.
I knew. I had an idea. You didn't go the route I thought you were going to go with it, though.
I just assumed
you
there
thought
was
the
going to be at least.
going to explode.
I
thought you
assumed
made
there
him
would be
build
at least
cannon
2 or 3
and-
heavy hitters on the boat. But
You thought I made him what?
I thought you made an Artificer, the Eldritch Cannon Artificer.
Oh yeah, no. No, I made him. I think just a level something wizard guy. He had a few spell slots. I was really wanting to hit somebody with green flame blade. Blah, 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 blah. And to be honest,
besides that last, actually no, Felix did do most of the work on Spaniard.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, but he also knew that, you know, the item was gone.
Yeah.
So the hemlock cracker's gone now.
Oh, yeah.
So Tristan, it was fun.
Lots of fun.
Felix is unconscious and probably will be for a few days.
I'm in a coma.
Basically, yeah.
In about a few days until you are here for the next session.
So yeah. Oh, did you get my text about being here at 10 a.m. Saturday?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you're able to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. I don't want you to have to rush around. I can wait until after. But if you're going to be here at
I'll
10...
be there.
But are we taking a long
I'll be there as
rest?
close as
Are
I
we getting a
can.
long
But
rest
I
now?
gotta see if
Not
I can
yet.
vote.
Not yet.
Oh,
You
man.
guys just got onto the ship. What'd you say, Tristan?
I gotta see if I can vote Saturday.
Oh, okay. What time do they open that?
I don't know.
Early voting's all this week and next week.
Yeah,
He
but
lives in Memphis.
I live 2 hours away.
What time do they open it in the morning on Saturday?
I don't know. But where are you registered to vote at?
Here.
There.
But he don't live here.
But he hasn't registered there yet to vote.
He also hasn't been living there for
Yeah.
a year.
Oh, okay.
He's still.
I think they open at like 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. There you go. 8 o'clock.
I think it's online. It's on Facebook.
Anyway, that was fun. That was stressful. That was 2 hours. How fast did 2 hours go?
It didn't feel like it was 2 hours.
No.
I didn't.
No. And to be honest, there was barely any downtime.
There was a little bit, but not as much as normal.
Yeah.
I looked over my sheet. I was a little more prepared.
Hey, we're not talking about you.
Heck,
In general.
if we had known about my second attack this whole time, it wouldn't have been.
That you only get a second attack, I think, because you leveled up to level 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Anyway, that was very fun. That was very just a slugfest. I feel like it was kind of boring to listen to, maybe.
Maybe. I feel like there were some good action moments.
Yeah.
I got high.
What?
I got high.
All right. Well, I never know how to end these.
I don't either.
Doses.
Bye.